It's race day. Well, actually, not quite race day, but it's going to get close. Anyways, guys, welcome back to Florida Racing in the NHRA. Back on the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel, we've got the Challenger slash Charger slash whatever the mix-up is that's this car is. But we've got it back at Pep Boys, Lucas Oil, and we've got test passes that we're going to skip because we're saving money. Beautiful look as the weather changes. Now we're on Saturday, and we have to make just one qualification pass. I actually probably should have done a pass to be able to remind myself how to do this, but we're going to figure it out here real quick. Got 68 degrees out here at Texas Motorplex. So let's get ourselves started here in the first gear. See if we can't find that water, ease into it. There we go. Let those tires warm up. That's it done. Go on into the inside view here, roll up to the line. And we should get our first qualifying pass of the day done here very easily, I would imagine. Here we go. And hit the totally wrong gear. Downshifted instead of the other. So we'll have to do one more pass there. Went the wrong way in the gear. That's why we should have done a test pass. Oh well. Everything on the car feels fine, so that's good. Alright, we're still going to make a qualifying pass here. Luckily, we should be able to get that done pretty easy here. Just got to make sure we get into the water right there. Let those tires cool off there just a little bit. Get into the inside view, and now we remember which way we need to shift. Roll them back forward. Nice and slow up to the line here. Into the beam. There we go. And now this should be a pretty easy win for us, but we finally got our qualifying done, which is what we wanted. So good pass there from us. Everything tested, everything feeling good. We are ready to go. Also nice look at my feet doing the dance. Nicely done on the pass. That was a good one. A little slow in reaction time, but not too bad at all. Good looking car. And there we go. We are third on the speed charge, so that pretty much locks us into the next day. So we will go ahead and go straight to it. And indeed, we are locked into race day. Alright, taking a look at all of our parts. Everything looks like it is in good shape. Let's head out to the first run of the day. We got Harmony Briggs in her truck. And boy, is that a nice looking camping wheel truck. We'll take a look at it here. Oh boy, look at that. That is one nice looking truck. Like that. Nice paint scheme on that thing.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen. It's busy in the grandstands. It's busy down on Midway. And we're all looking forward to the station.
By the way, the guy was right. Midway is busy. If you guys want some Combustion Gamer or Florida Racing merch, you can always check out the shop, as there is plenty of Florida Racing merch to go around. Make sure you check it out. Links down in the description below. And here we go, rolling back up to the line. Coffee was really good, so should be able to get through this one hopefully and beat the truck, but we'll find out. Ooh, nice reaction time. Very good reaction time. Nicely race. And we did get it done. They're really good. Look at that. Nicely done on the time. Mostly done because of reaction. We were a little bit slow, but reaction time we were able to beat her off the line, and that's what got us to win. So nice. That is what we like to see. Let's watch this.
That last race run, and we've got more for you coming up next. Start. The driver in the right lane came off the starting line quicker, which gave them the advantage that they needed.
Alright, we're into the quarterfinals. Checking the car here. We definitely need to replace the tires. We got the gearbox, which could probably use a little help, but everything looks decent, so we're just going to go ahead and go with it. But tires definitely need to be updated. Alright, see what car we're going up against next. Zane Hickman. That's another pretty car too. Very nice. Ooh, yeah, I like that. That's a good looking car. Alright, get everything started here. Roll up into my water. Yep, we let it roll out of there. 190 on the tires, not too bad. Roll back to the line here. Into the beam. A little bit slower on the reaction time, not too bad. A little cockeyed there, not too bad though. Not bad at all. I think we got it. He's not saying the weekend's over, so that means that typically we are the winner. Oh, wow, look at that. He had a really good reaction time. Had top speed, but his time was just so much slower than ours. Wow. So let's see. He probably had what I would expect is probably a pretty big wiggle, and then was able to get back into the gas. Either that or he had just a weird gear. So we'll watch and see what happened there. But probably a wiggle ended up being his problem because, I mean, he had a faster reaction time. Probably really should have beat us with the faster mile per hour that he had. But we were able to stay nice and consistent and planted to the ground. That's one thing we worked on, is a lot of downforce to keep the car nice and steady. We got plenty of grip in the tires as well. So we really worked on that. So let's see here. Yeah, faster reaction time. Yeah, he's just kind of actually slow off the lines. So just something with the gearing then, because he doesn't look like he wiggles or anything. Interesting. A little cooler on the tires, not terrible. Going up the line here. Ooh, a little bit quick to the line. Don't want to roll through the beams. We've done that before, and I do not like it. Ooh, a little slow on the reaction time. Not too bad, though. Cockeyed there.
Albeit they still came out on top.
Alright, sounds like we were able to get the win there, which is good. Let's see here. Oh yeah, so we were able to do that once again. Just by a little bit. Yeah, just because of the reaction time. We had a faster mile per hour, so that's good, like that. Alright, we got two different people here running in the finals. We're hoping to get the win here with ease. We do have a little bit of yellow on the car, but all things considered, the car looks really, really good. We'll roll up into the water here. Nice, 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 nice. I'll let those tires cool off there just a little bit before we hit full-on reverse, because that locks in your tire temp. Tire temp looked really, really good. Rolling into the beams. There we go. She's locked in. There we go. Alright, we're consistent on when we're acting. Had to wiggle to the right just a little bit there.
NHRA has its latest winner. Congratulations to them for an excellent race weekend.
Awesome. We got ourselves another Wally here at the Texas Motorplex. That's going to help us with the points. Nice consistent day. Yeah, whole shot victory there because of the reaction time. And you look at that. Look at that. Wow. Because of the reaction time, that's why we won.
We don't see races like
That is nice. I like to be able to do that, that's for sure. Alright, so there we go. Able to get to the final, get the points. I don't think anybody's going to close in on Bubba John, unfortunately. Christie was probably the closest one that could. But we would have to really be able to win a whole lot here. So got a lot more experience. Still got R&D coming, and we made a profit once again this weekend, which is what we want to see. So that's huge. Friday morning. Cup of coffee and adrenaline. Alright. Here we are at ZMAX. We are good to skip through all the test passes and go straight to Saturday morning, though, with another cup of coffee. As we were just out hanging with our fans yesterday. That worked out really good. Alright.
Look at our talent in the left lane, which seems to be ready to beat all of their opponents today. Maybe more so than ever.
Looking for that water here. Not sure where the water was, but we ended up finding something. Alright, slow approach here. Gonna have to wheel it because the car got kind of cockeyed here. Ooh, little wiggly. Ah.
We're being spoiled with this race action, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm pretty sure we won that one, but the car was very, very swirly. We'll watch that. But yeah, I couldn't find where the water was. Ended up really getting the car offline because of that. Yep, we did win. Nice time. But yeah, we messed that up pretty good here. We'll watch and see what happened. But I think that'll be good enough to lock us into the show, more than likely. But yeah, I just couldn't find where the water was. Apparently it's back further back there. But yeah, that just kind of messed up how the car was pointing and everything. And it just really did not help us out. So we'll see how this all went down here. But yeah, car was just totally out of line. Yeah, you just see the car totally wiggling. Ooh! Wow, almost hit the wall there. Yep, got unsettled there. We won it, but yeah, the car was very, very unsettled for the entire thing.
Which gave them the advantage that they needed.
Yep, there we are. So we should be plenty good to make it to race day, I would imagine. Double check the event. Yep, we're 6, so we should lock into, and we do. We will lock into race day there. So that is what we want to see. Alright, we're going to double check everything. Everything looks good. Now let's try and get this done without messing up our burnout here, hopefully.
In case you're looking to go on a road trip, the NHRA has over 140 sanctioned drag strips.
Alright, a little cooler on the tires, but that should work for us here. Alright, let's roll up to the line here. Not too bad, all things considered. Into the beam 1. Into beam 2. Not a bad reaction time there. Ooh, big bump, big bump. Stayed in it though, but huge bump, and we still win. Wow, there is something on the track. I'm not sure what that is, but there is something bumpy on the track that is causing the car to swirl around. Wow. That is something different. Glad we didn't hit the wall there. Wow, so we still won it, but man, the car got really, really unsettled there. Good night. Alright, next round here. Let's see what we can do. A little bit of yellow there on some stuff. Holding the brake, holding the brake, holding the brake. Alright, get this thing lined up here. Ooh! Don't go through the beams. Almost went through the beams.
Both of the drivers on track did well to advance to this stage, but who will come out on top?
Ooh, that is a big bump, so very bumpy track. Luckily we got it lined up a little bit better than last time because, man, that was something different, that was for sure. Did not like how bumpy that track was. So a little bit better here in the afternoon with the track being warmer, but boy, that was not what we wanted to see. Really good time there, but yeah, it's just so bumpy back there. Alright, racing against Bub John. He's the guy everybody has been chasing here. Make sure we're lined up here as much as we can be. We're going to be really swirly on the start here, so
This feels like it could be the beginning of a famous rivalry.
yeah, we're going to be swirly here. Alrighty. And I'm just going to get us messed up on the first shift there, and you see reaction time just wasn't that good. But just knew the car was going to be offline. And it was, so not bad, but yeah, we could have been better, but yeah, just that kind of threw me for a loop, and just reaction time trying to make sure that the car was going to be pointed in the right direction. That just knocked me off there. Really close time still, but yeah, that reaction time definitely killed us there. But taking a look here, did pretty good. Bub John was beaten once again, and so that's good for all of us in the point standings. Ooh, slowly moving up, so might be able to get ourselves into 5th position before the season's out. That would be nice. Let's see what we can do with that. And we got aerodynamics completed. We lost a lot of money somehow. Oh, I forgot we did a big upgrade on R&D, so yeah, that's why we lost money. I forgot that factored into your whatchamacallit, finances of the week, so forget about that. So that's still getting worked on there. We got engine still getting worked on. We'll go ahead and upgrade our transmission there. That will be good, and this car will be really well set for everything. So I like where that's going. Here we are, Canada. I think it's Canada. Maple Grove should be Canada, but it could be just off of Canada technically, but I would imagine we're in Canada, just by the name. Taking a look at the car. Car looks good. We can skip all the test passes, enjoy some time with the fans, get all settled in, watch what the track does, and now we are into qualification.
We've got a great crowd this weekend exploring the pits, taking a peek at those incredible engines being built, but it's just about time to see those engines scream down the racetrack.
Alright, so Romeo Perkins is the first guy with us to qualify here. We're gonna try and see where water is right about here. Nice. There we go, perfect temp on the tires. That is what we want to see. Rolling up to our beam here. There we go. Ooh, Goodyear car, that's who we're racing. Not bad in reaction time, pretty good all things considered. And there we go. Testing out. Making sure that those parachutes work. Steering feels all nice and loosened up. Car feels nice. I like it. And there we go. Very nice time there. Able to beat him with the whole shot win.
Oh, I think I'm losing my voice.
We're going to see where we line up. We line up second behind him. So I think that we should be good for the rest of the day. I don't think that we need to make any more qualification attempts. We will skip here. Gonna go to event. We fell down a little bit, but that's okay. We move on to race day here at Maple Grove. Ooh, nice Sunday morning. Look at that sun shining on the car. That is awesome. Take a look here. Everything looks good on the car itself. Let's go to the first race. We got Creary Floyd. I think that's how you pronounce that. Anyways, let's get ourselves rode into the water here. Engine warmed up, feeling good. Get those tires warmed up here. A little bit cooler than I like them, but that's okay. Let it roll back into the beam here. Beam in.
Coming up, our first match of the day featuring two very skilled drivers.
Ooh, nice reaction time, nice reaction time. Nicely done. Did a real good job with that reaction time. That was sweet. Good job. Florida Racing Crew, those guys build super duper cars. We've got great safety in here as well. But man, they have been helping us build some fast cars. Look at that reaction time, that helps. But still, car able to do that by itself, really helping us defeat the competition here. So that has been what's really helping us out. Nicely done. Checking out everything. Everything looks good. Right on back. And we're going to be racing against Bubba John here for the first time. I feel pretty good about this track. I don't think we should lose to him, hopefully. We'll find out here. Get those tires nice warmed up. A little warmer on the tires, but shouldn't be too bad. Roll back to the beam here. I think we should be able to get Bubba John, though, which will help decrease his points just a tad. That's what we need to do. And in. Even faster reaction time. That's what we got to do to be able to beat him. We have that real fast reaction time. And that is what's going to get us to defeat Bubba John. Because we need to keep him as far away from those finals as possible to decrease his points as much as we can. That's really going to help us out. Very, very nice. We beat him handily there with the reaction time, and we also had best mile per hour speed too, so nicely done by us. Very, very good. It's only 60 degrees here in Maple Grove. That is mid-afternoon. Good night. Now it's going to be getting a little bit cooler. Checking out, we should have, yep, tires. Go ahead and swap those. Everything else on the car looks really good. Okay, now we got Romeo Perkins. He beat us before on time. Well, it's a 63 degrees, so it's evening, but the temperature has gone up by 2 degrees. So should be able to get the tires warmed up here pretty good. Those tires nicely warmed up. Yep, yep, yep. Nice, 92, very good. Alright, we gotta get good reaction time here. That's what we gotta do. Alright, lock in here. Alrighty. Decent reaction time, not bad. I think we just beat the Goodyear guy. That is what we want to see. Real, real good. If that is indeed the case. And it is. Look at that whole shot. So he had a faster time, but slower reaction, faster mile per hour. That is why us getting that reaction time really matters. We need that's the thing. It's like our car is not the fastest that's out here, but it's consistent. That is what we want. Consistency. So I trust the car and that we can do things with it that others can't. And that is what's really huge. Alright, go ahead and do a little repair work on our transmission there. And we got Zane Hickman here that we're going to try and beat with the camping wheel car.
Looks like a little debris on the racetrack. We'll get that cleared up before our next race.
Alright, good to know, a little debris potentially. Interesting. I didn't see what the track temp was. I'd imagine it's running about the same. Alright, a little bit cooler on the tires here, not too bad. Go back up to that line. Get locked in. Alright. There we go. Ease. And we're in. Go. A little bit slow in reaction time. That's not what we wanted. Still gonna beat him though. So we get ourselves another win here coming to the end of the season. Long time coming for us from this season. It was a long beginning to the season. But just slow to get in that. There we go. Even though we had the slower reaction time, just had better initial speed. Because he had a little bit faster speed at the end there. But we were able to beat him with having better acceleration apparently. That is nice. Huge for us here at Maple Grove. 60 degrees there, so car like that temperature, that's for sure. Alright, taking a look, get another 116 points. That jumps us up to 5th, which is huge. Can we get another position? Potentially, but probably not. I think Bubba John is basically locked into winning the championship this year. So that is probably going to be how it ends. Alrighty, back at the shop. We're taking a look at the garage here. We did get our R&D for the Pro Mod done. Let's see here. We got class R&D progress. It's continuing. They're working on the aerodynamics. That's going to take us a little while. We could work on a little bit of our deacceleration, but honestly, that's been fine, so that hasn't been an issue. We do have 2 more races up next. That's going to be in the next video as we finish off our season here, our first season in NHRA with Florida Racing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to check out the Florida Racing merch, it is down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.